Thanks for joining us here on 11 Alive Plus as we anticipate this weather system moving in, bringing with it ice and really cold temperatures. I'm Cheryl Preheim.
And I'm Faith Jesse, and we want to get straight to Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb, who has been monitoring all of this for us. Can you give us the latest on this winter storm?
Well, we're expecting ice, and we're feeling pretty confident about that. And, you know, a lot of times you hear us talking about the different types of precipitation here in the wintertime. You hear us talk about a winter mix that could be anything from rain to freezing rain to sleet and snow. And here's a look at the differences of what we're talking about. And this, we think, is not going to be a sleet or a snow event. It is going to be a freezing rain event because we're actually going to have warmer air up above us, and that's going to be in the form of rain as it comes down. And then when it hits a surface this weekend on Saturday night into early Sunday, that's when it's going to become ice. So when you're out and about, let's say you're out Saturday night, and you're like, oh, this is just rain. Well, what you see is just rain in the sky is going to become ice when it hits the ground, when that ground is at 32 degrees or lower. You're going to start noticing that in the trees first, some glazing at the top of the trees, and then it's going to start coming down to the middle of the trees, some icing there, and then eventually down to the ground as those temperatures continue to fall. So again, not a sleet or snow event, but mainly a freezing rain event. And I think a lot of people might be a little bit confused when they see that it's just raining, but when that rain comes down, it will splat on the ground like water, but then it will freeze. Sleet would actually bounce on the ground or bounce on your windshield, so we don't expect to see any of that out there either. Here is another look at kind of what we're talking about here with why bridges freeze first. You often hear us talking about bridges and overpasses freezing first. So the ground is going to hold on to some warmth for a while, but a bridge or overpass does not have the ground warmth, and that cold air will go up under the bridge and over the bridge. So that's why bridges and overpasses are going to freeze first when we have this freezing rain coming down here in our area. Again, later on Saturday and into the first part of the day on Sunday. So when you've got 1/4 of an inch of ice or less, you want to avoid unnecessary travel because that's going to have some light icing on trees and scattered power outages. When you get up to 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch, which is what we're expecting here in Metro Atlanta, icy roads, broken tree limbs, and numerous power outages. Then the worst part of this, north and east of the city, 1/2 inch or more with some roads that are going to be dangerous, widespread tree damage, and long-term power outages possible. We'll have more on this for you coming up.